Let's start recording shit. Yeah, he's a meme friend.
When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop him, of
I thought
course.
everything was gonna come up here and talk shit to Jayans.
Yeah,
I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded. The music
what are you
venue.
doing here, fag? You don't use your mic.
Yeah, it's like 5
But it
a.m.
was
in
too
Morat
late.
right now.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
All the jury.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Whoa, that's fucking horseshit.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue.
Owned.
And unlike the hospital,
Okay.
there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought.
So as
But the only
play
person who
too
came
hard,
with
I
me
mean
was
not play too
Chiaki.
hard, as Kyle Smith showed his face.
Has Kyle Smith showed his face?
Yeah, and IRC.
But I
Think so.
remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with
He's
Mikan and
showed
Fuyuhiko.
his face everywhere, I mean.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she
after
disappeared
the
from our sight.
money thing.
During his
After
vlogs.
I rested for a bit, I started counting
Fuck
everything
that.
at
Those
the
those
hospital.
vlogs were stupid as fuck.
The Kyle
And
Smith
then
vlogs, bro.
I
mean,
noticed
put some respect on
Ibuki
them.
was gone, so
They were not
I
even
sprinted out of the
that
hospital.
interesting. It was just talking to that poor lady that
Coincidentally,
you always
I
kept
ran into
bothering.
Fuyuhiko, so I
Damn son,
pled with
damn
him
son.
in various ways.
It almost
to
looked like
see
he
if
was
could
hitting on
help
her
me
also.
out.
Various
God.
ways? Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
I think he could
So
pull
I
off a
immediately
better
led
vlog
them to
than
the
his
music
ass.
venue.
Well, it is England who can do vlogs there.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke
Nope.
down the door.
Oh shit! This
And when
guy's
that
alive.
happened, we didn't just find
Oh, God.
Ibuki's body.
What?
No.
We
is-
also found Hyoko's.
Where have you been?
I have been vanishing into the depths of the darkness.
Look at him. I can hear it.
No,
I can hear it too.
actually, yeah, actually, I changed my work hours, so they're completely different now.
But
You
So usually I do get on, but it's not till like this time or later.
And not just
everyone's
that.
sleeping, so.
Her body was taped to a pillar.
It's good to well, I was gonna say it's good to see you, but it's good to hear you.
Yeah, same here. I miss you guys.
Oh, you don't. You just miss us when we GTA 5 with you.
That's when
Aw.
we heard the body discovery announcement.
On the
Not once, but twice in a row.
Having not touched GTA on the only well, I
And
had
so
touched GTA
we
5 just to
decided
play
to lower the
roleplay
hanging
servers.
body.
gay.
Oh, nice. Do the 5M stuff?
When we
Okay.
removed the hemp
Yeah,
bag,
but I mean,
just as we
it has
feared,
its issues.
it was
I mean, you
Ibuki.
had to spawn your own car,
So that's how the case played out.
and if you
Thank
spawn a
you.
car, it
I
fucking
understood it
saves
very
you
easily.
time out for some reason.
Well, it's clear what the
Hold on,
problem
so you
with
don't
this
use the
case is.
mechanic?
When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Oh.
They they tell you what trainer to download.
Wait, how do I know
You pick a
anything
car,
Hajime just said is
Or any
true?
car you want, but then sometimes you crash and you be like, what the fuck?
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
only being impartial right
I
now.
was gonna ask you guys.
And the
CNR
story I
is,
just heard
it's
is
changed,
clearly
right? I mean, there's a lot of
suspicious.
stuff that's adapted, kind of like from GTA 5, right?
Yeah.
This
Yes. No
Armor,
update.
armor wheel, armor tires, armor car.
How is the response from the people?
Some people love it, some
well,
people
they like it because they hated the hit system, but the hit system was fixed. Now it's fine. Also, there are new billboards that are Mew inspired. So you got the German flag, you got the French flag, you got Trump Pence.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging
Trump
video
Pence,
and the first one
billboard,
to discover Ibuki's body,
Well,
other
The
more.
hit system. The hit
you
system
could
was
be
totally
lying
changed.
as much as you want
But it
right
had
now,
a
right?
couple little
Lie?
glitches people
Why
didn't
would
like
I lie?
when Bob updated that part.
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an
So I take it
inconvenient truth for
Cyber
you.
and Mew are still the meme king and queen of CNR?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you doubt
Nice.
me?
Sounds about right.
The meme.
Or you could also do drug delivery missions.
you're
on
not
the
lying,
airplanes now.
I would like you to prove it.
Nice. Yeah, actually, I left
Come
both
on,
those Discord
try to
servers. I
prove it
left
to me.
Mew's Discord
Prove
and
you're
Ace
not the
Team.
killer.
I was sick of getting the spam messages and then opening it up and just seeing a bunch of memes. So I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it got old.
Tommy.
Meme
Yeah.
Central.
Yeah, Tommy was wondering why he left.
Yeah, I left them all, man. Well, pretty much I don't play CNR anymore, but I mean, if I did,
Hajime's testimony is
um,
clearly
I'd
suspicious.
probably play with
If
like you
Hajime's
guys
testimony
and
is a lie,
Ace Team.
then the fact that Ibuki
I think
hung
Ace Team
herself...
is dead. None of the Ace members.
That would
even play
also
no
be a
more.
lie.
That's what I kind of
I
figured.
don't think I can
you know?
deny that possibility.
I mean,
I
no love
started-
lost.
After all,
Man,
Hajime
Tommy's
is
a
the
good
only
dude,
witness.
But
Why
yeah,
would
I mean,
Hajime
I'm
lie?
not gonna play with Ace
Well,
Team
obviously,
anymore.
because
If
he's
I
the
did
killer.
play, certainly.
Did Hajime kill
I
both
started
of them?
playing occasionally again.
The fact that the bodies were
Nice.
imitating the movie
How's Poetic?
means it probably
Poetic
is
been in here?
Hajime's
I haven't
fault.
seen him, man.
Poetic moved out, has his own place.
Oh wow.
Put
Hajime's
his big
testimony
foot-
is clearly suspicious.
Yeah.
If Hajime's testimony
I don't
is
think
a
he has
lie,
internet currently
then
though.
the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Okay, I was gonna say because I haven't seen him
That
on
would also
Discord
be
or
a lie.
anything at all, man. And I really
I
do
don't
miss
think
that
I can
dude. He
deny
was-
that
he was a funny guy.
possibility. After
Yeah,
all,
he is.
Hajime's the only witness.
He's a good kid too.
Okay.
Needs to hold his head up and down
Yes, he
sometimes.
can be. He can be good. You want me to tell him you asked about him?
Yeah, tell him I love him. Hugs and kisses, XOXO,
Okay.
and I will see him shortly when he gets internet.
Okay, I will.
Damn it!
Has my brother been on here at all? He's not even on Discord at all lately.
I've
Hajime's
seen him on
testimony is clearly
Discord
suspicious.
If
Yeah.
Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki
Eh,
hung herself...
Because,
That would also be a
Have
lie.
you
but
heard from him?
yeah.
I don't think I
No,
can deny
actually,
that
he doesn't talk to me
possibility.
at all anymore. Like, he's,
After all, Hajime's the
I mean,
only
which is probably
witness.
good. I mean, I think he's
Why
like,
would
doing his own
Hajime
thing in
lie?
Japan, and he's kind
Well,
of
obviously, because
know.
he's the killer.
enjoying it.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Last time I
The
seen
fact
him,
that the bodies
he
were
typed
imitating the
something
movie
and then he was playing League of
means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Fuck League 11. I hate that fucking game, dude. He plays that in Rust like religiously.
Dang, he forgot about GTA 5 now, huh?
Huta.
Yeah, man. You know what? Even my GTA 5 playing time has gone down substantially, but the Smuggler's Run update is actually a lot of fun, man. The planes are really cool.
You see, I haven't played CNR since
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If
a long
Hajime's
time and
testimony
just
is a
started
lie,
playing again Friday.
then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
Wow. Yeah, I haven't played CNR
would also
since
be a lie.
probably last spring.
I don't think I can deny that
And
possibility.
even then, I wasn't really on that
After
much.
all,
It was just,
Hajime
like,
is the only
come in,
witness.
save the house, leave,
God damn it.
you know. But I probably
Like
lost
Rashawn.
all that. But, you know. Well, plus there's gameplays, right?
Rashawn does that in LV.
What do I do?
Damn it!
You just go in there to save your houses.
Hajime's
Bro, I don't
testimony
even
is
have a house
clearly
in LB.
suspicious.
If
I'm about to say
Hajime's
wrong,
testimony is a
wow.
lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
If you had a house in LV,
That would also be
it
a
wouldn't
lie.
last because someone would DM you and
I
take
don't
it
think
from
I
you.
can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Damn.
Why would Hajime
But
lie?
anyways,
Well,
there
obviously,
was a
because he's
money
the killer.
reset too, right? I haven't
Did
been on at
Hajime
all.
kill
but
both of them?
I would assume everything
The
got
fact
reset.
that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
Wait,
fault.
there was a money reset?
I mean, with the last update.
Oh, no.
Oh, really? I'm surprised, dude.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Maybe for the next SAP version that's coming out, like he could do it.
There's a new SAMP version, Kev?
I'm just saying, maybe.
If Hajime's testimony is a
No,
lie,
no, there was. That's why I
then
was
the fact that Ibuki hung herself.
I don't know. Is there one out?
That would also be a lie.
I don't think
Hey,
I can
Red
deny
Smash
that
is here.
possibility.
What's up, dude?
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
He gone?
Why would Hajime lie?
Well,
No, you don't.
obviously,
Okay.
because he's
Yeah,
the
see,
killer.
My Discord on my phone is buggy,
Did
dude.
Hajime
Like,
kill
it'll
both
show
of them?
people-
No, he's still here.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the
Oh,
movie
okay, I was gonna say, because it's done that.
means
Like,
it probably is Hajime's
Venus is
fault.
gone.
God damn it. What the fuck? Fuck! Shit! God damn it.
Fucking bad.
Hajime's
Does
tested-
it already.
Hajime's test and the fact that Ibuki.
That would also.
I
Alright,
don't think I
guys.
can- After all,
I just got home
Hajime's
from
the
work,
only
so I'm gonna
witness.
eat, grab,
Why would
some
Hajime
shower,
lie?
some food, and
Well,
I might be
obviously,
down,
because
but
he's the
I'll catch
killer.
up with you guys.
Did Hajime
Alright,
kill both
later.
of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
Okay, finally fucking got it. Looks sick, man.
Let's see what.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie,
Oh, I know, and I think
could
I know who
commit
kills
murders that
killed the person.
imitated it.
Who?
One of the girls.
Or did
Who?
anyone tell
Guess
him
we'll
what
see tomorrow
happens
night
in
then.
the movie? Of
Oh
course
my
no
God.
one did, right?
What?
Finish the whole fucking
Hold on
round
a
of
sec. You're the one who brought this up in the
It only
first
feels
place.
like gonna be 3 hours, right?
Nagito, what are you doing?
it. So just stream a little bit to. Then
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, but I'm gonna finish in
Well,
like 75
since
minutes,
we're
and
opening
then
with
we'll
your witness
do
testimony,
some more snits
I
around that.
thought we should solidify the foundation
because last time I fell asleep, so yeah.
and
Yeah,
also
that's what I was
provide
gonna
a
say.
good
You totally
warm
fall
up.
asleep halfway through it.
What warm up?
All
This
of
isn't a
it.
game, you know.
Like last night, I fell asleep while you guys were talking.
Don't get mad,
I gotta make
just
sure
think
that
warming
I
up
get
is
some
really
memorable
important.
quotes right here.
especially since this isn't a game.
Aww.
What a waste of time.
Yeah,
Well,
that faggot.
I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
What?
We should start talking, man. I think you guys have something for each other, you know?
Now then,
Yeah, I'll be like Tommy.
since we know
Tell
Hajime's
her to sit
testimony
on
is
that,
reliable,
bro.
let us
GG,
move on to the
my man.
arguments.
So this means
XD.
Ibuki definitely
You sound
climbed
like
the
Tommy,
stepladder
just
all by
you know,
herself, right?
without the voice activation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals
Oh yeah,
it.
like I forgot. I
Ibuki
was telling you, I
committed
was streaming, right?
suicide.
Cyborg and Mew pop in.
If Ibuki
Oh
committed
my
suicide,
fucking
then who
God,
killed
the
Hiyoko?
memes. Cyborg with his fucking memes, bro.
A murder coincidentally occurring
There's
in the
the,
same place as a
meme.
suicide
Central.
ain't possible, huh?
Like I
Mew
said
just didn't
before,
say shit.
it's
It was
pretty
just
clear what the
Cyborg.
problem
Like,
with this
oh my
case
God,
is.
Fucking memester.
The killer murdered Hiyoko
memers.
while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I need to install
I
LSPD.
couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
I cannot install it.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Whoa, fuck your crooked cod, Dragon. Those are too small. For
That's
it.
why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the
What
inside
the f-
to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue,
Funny
right?
thing is, these guys roast you too much.
It's fucking gee.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
Snip.
Damn.
I'm not really sure what this is gonna be. God damn it.
I got a feeling it might be the purple hair guy.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
XD.
Duh.
Contradicts the truth. So this must be a weak point here. Let's see. Well, it's time to run this one by again because I don't know.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Fuck, shit. Lock the door from the inside. Or lock the... What do you fucking say? Snits. What do you fucking say? No. Doesn't show.
Lock the door from the inside.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside...
Ah, okay,
No, that's wrong!
Thought he fucking knew this before.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
I thought he fucking knew that, so I was so confused.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
No.
I see! That semi-transparent glob Must have been glue.
Glue?
Rubber.
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
Wait, she eats glue?
Yeah, she ate the glue to realize what it was.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors
fucking
touched.
cyber.
Oh, no.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
There you go. Even backfire saying weave game.
Whoa! Fuck out of here, you faggot. Ain't no fucking weeb game, you fucking asshole.
On Twitch.
That doesn't really matter.
There ain't
The
no
killer only
fucking
did
weeb
that to
game.
make
Put
us
some
think the
respect
door
on
was
my
locked
name, I
from the
told you.
inside.
It's a hybrid between... I'm sorry, it's a Japanese LA Noir game, alright? Put some respect on that
What'd
name.
you say?
Okay. You got it?
Still weave game because look at the girls.
So?
First of all, didn't that drumstick
about
we
it?
found seem really obvious?
Yeah. Also,
Almost
did you
unnaturally
hear
so?
what Aaron Rodgers did after he left the field?
He, punched himself.
It was so obvious
He was
that it
cursing
makes
out
more
the
sense to think the killer placed it as a
Minnesota
diversion.
quarterback.
Minnesota quarterback? Why?
He was talking shit
Are
to
you
him.
saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on
I
purpose?
don't know. They were saying that he I guess he
Then
told
I-
them that you're a lucky motherfucker.
I totally
or something
fell
like
for
I
that
don't know
fucking
what the hell was
trap.
Going on.
Should have talked snit to the guy who injured him.
Apologize to Miss
No, he was
Sonia
talking snitch to
and
the
me.
quarterback because
However, you're not allowed to slice
smiling,
open your
supposedly.
stomach this time.
Aaron Rodgers is just a very
In
bad
a
faggot.
quarrel, both sides are to blame.
Look,
That's
Trump
why
had a press
it's better
conference
to
today,
just
and
have
once again
no
he fucked
sides
it
at
up.
all.
Did Trump look at the sun again?
So, during the 10
What?
minutes Hajime
Did
left
Trump
the
look
venue,
at the sun
the
again?
killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed
No,
space.
he said he's the only president
And
currently
they also
living
taped her up after killing her, right?
who keeps in touch with
Even
families
quick
of
work has limits.
soldiers who died.
Ugh.
He's the only. He says he's the only president who reaches out to them and etc.
That's fucking bullshit.
Oh,
He said he hates.
speed for a
And so he-
slowpoke like
so-
me.
So the other three presidents that are still alive
If they couldn't have done it while
stood up
Hajime
and
was
said
away
that's
from the
bullshit,
venue,
and they each proved
they
why
must have done it
was
earlier
bullshit.
than that.
They have proof.
He's a draft dodger. He's a fucking pussy.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's
He's
body was
fucking
there,
Obama
right?
Signed up for the military, but this motherfucker scared.
So once again, he fucked up a press conference.
Aaron Rodgers is the new Tony Romo. Tony Motello.
And when you
Oh.
went back with everyone else,
Damn.
Hyoko's
Hey,
body
you-
was there
you
too,
fog,
right?
Come into the channel and talk to us, man. What the hell?
Honda.
But it's
And that
possible that the body was
producer guy
just revealed at
is
that time,
Even his own brother.
when Hyoko
like,
was actually killed earlier.
speaking out against him. And now Scotland Yard has 5 cases of harassment against him.
Just reveal.
Fucking Trump had so many fucking cases, but
Of course, the
nothing
body
happened
wasn't
to him,
revealed
so
on its
wow,
own.
big
The
deal,
killer
man.
did that too. Here, I have proof.
5 cases of rape and assault.
Who, the Weinstein faggot?
Yes. And even his brothers spoke out against him today.
Fucking piece to Weinstein.
That scrap of paper, is that
Yeah,
what we
thanks.
found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Fucking perb.
That's right, but just
He's
what
a
is
pervert.
this scrap anyway?
Yeah, he's a perb. Wait, what? Oh! Snits. I don't know what this is.
Talking about the scrapper, the guy that gets tickets.
They're all wrong. The fuck, dude? I didn't want to press that. Snit, man.
This Hearthstone.
It's a card.
Is it any good?
It's very popular. I have a friend that, shit, I've actually got a couple IRL friends that shit out of it, one more than the other.
Well, it's free to play. Free. It's a freemium game, actually.
Yeah, it is kind of free.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, it's free to play. Yeah, it's like a battle card kind of game.
Wallpaper.
A lot of people play it.
Wallpaper snit.
I got it!
There goes my health. Fuck, man.
What are you?
Scrap. Isn't it part of
He's
the wallpaper in the
this
storage room?
Anime.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
actually,
whoa,
Backfire
whoa,
called it a
whoa,
weeb game.
whoa, 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 whoa,
What did he
whoa,
call
whoa,
it?
whoa, whoa,
A weed
In the
game.
music
Whoa,
venue
whoa,
storage
whoa,
room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same
put some
color as that
respect
scrap.
on the name. Alright, it's a fucking...
Only one person
Weeb.
that can do that. He holds the keys to the sound clips.
Alright, it's a Japanese LA Noir, okay? So put some respect on the name, okay? It's not
There
a
was
Yeah,
also
fucking...
a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so-
DSP looks like, ooh, I want to that. That's the
Right.
clear weeb game.
If you overlay
like
the
this
scrap
character
that
looks
was
like it has
caught on the
vampire
lighting
teeth
with
or
the tear in the wallpaper,
Okay,
see? It fits perfectly.
but
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional
Actually,
enough to
vampires
identify that
are
scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
I hate all those vampire and werewolf movies and those fucking... those zombie series fucking shows too. They're just getting annoying.
Play a
What is this?
vampire game.
Oh, goddamn. I got the controls. Goddamn it.
Jiggle the cable.
Let's see. A to accelerate, B to brake, Y to jump. Okay.
Dude, no, that's a weeb game. Look the way he's fucking skating. What the fuck?
What a fag.
Oh my god, and it's
What?
going really slow and yet you still suck at this.
Fuck you. Oh, I think I got this wrong. Shit, I got it wrong. No, I didn't. What? Okay. Wallpaper.
Phony Eleanor. Are you sure it's wallpaper?
No.
The fuck is this kind of shit, man? I mean, It's not detective work. This is fucking weeb games, man.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Shut the fuck up. There you go. That's perfect right there, baby. Yeah.
It's all coming
Finally,
together.
something perfect.
Like the Yankees winning.
Got it. Hyoko's
Just
body
now.
was hidden before.
The Yankees win. The Yankees win.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the
Gay,
killer
gay.
hid it, along with
Yankees
the
are
pillar
mouse.
using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Put some respect, CC Sabathia.
Yeah.
What do you say?
By wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Son of a bitch.
CC Sabathia's a mouse, alright? He beat his old team.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body,
Who the
Hyoko's body was already there.
Yep, he used to be in the Indians.
damn right.
However, because it was
some
concealed
respect
within
on
a
him.
slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
You see, even in the background it says titty. Come on, really?
Well, that's understandable.
Weeb.
I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice
Look at her with
Ibuki's
this
body right
weeb
away.
bullshit. What the fuck is a weeb? What is that?
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang
Remember
the
that
wallpaper?
picture that Poetic had on his Discord profile? That's a weeb. He's a weeb because he likes
The
all that
baton
shit.
lighting forms a perfect
Oh,
circle
that looks
around
weird.
the pillar.
This doesn't look
So
weird.
using
I
it to
mean,
hang the wallpaper totally
Wrong.
fits.
Actually, you're right. You were wrong.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was
Even
covered
Vega
in
could
so
tell you
many
if you're a weeb or
stickers
not.
Wrong.
to make it look like that pillar.
He's weird, not a weeb.
Yes.
Did say weird.
Yes.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then
Exactly.
peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
It'll call right down the middle.
But the killer made a mistake.
Ooh.
They accidentally ripped off a
Yankees
piece of the
beat
wallpaper.
Astros 8-1.
Yankees win.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Wait, it's kind of funny how they went back to they're playing in Brooklyn. They played in Brooklyn. That used
The
to
killer
be,
must have been
Brooklyn
in a
Dodgers
hurry.
shit.
Their plan took too long.
The Yankees playing
Hajime
the
could have
Bronx
walked
side.
in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body.
Why in the
and
fucking the
pillar is
Bronx
very
though? That's all
bold
fucking
and risky.
fucking Puerto Ricans and
The crime itself
Dominicans
would
on
be
that
much
fucking
easier
that
to
shit.
pull off since they don't have much to do
never
while
mind.
Hajime's gone.
No wonder why they get the trash players.
Whoa. Trash
Just
players.
have to
What are you
peel off
talking
that
about?
wallpaper
They get 'em from the
and
dar-
stash it
dumpster.
in the storage room.
Listen,
not
as
that
Charlemagne
big
the
of a deal.
God said, the craziest people in America are from the Bronx and all Florida, alright?
Get them from the bowl.
The Bulls stink. That's
Then-
different.
When was Hyoko actually killed?
They get snitty players from the backwaters of Chicago.
Good point. And on
What are you
that
talking
note,
about, fool?
The snitty Bulls.
it's about time we
Hey,
shed some light on those
You
imitation
can talk shit about the
murders.
Bulls next season, not this season.
You mentioned
don't know what's gonna
imitation murder more than once. But what is
Listening to
that?
Eminem at 5:30 in the morning.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece?
Fucking
The Wizard of Monami 2.5
I wonder which
D?
Eminem song he was playing.
Shake That featuring Nate Dogg.
Hey,
Yes.
don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Is it with the one with the puppets?
Screenshot.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Ass like that.
I knew it.
Oh no, not that
There
one.
are
That's
so
just
many
straight.
similarities.
That's just ass like that.
Must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but
his good shit
Hyoko
was
getting
when he was
taped
with
up
D12.
after her death
Oh, yeah,
matches
it
the
was-
lion's death.
Like yeah, like the Devil's Night
It's
album.
as if both crimes were replicas of scenes
what
from
was
the
that? I think
movie,
it's called- I think it's called
although
The
the
Republic's
mutilated
Boy
Tin
D12
Man
or
was
something like that.
omitted.
Something like that.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason
Yeah,
the killer
Devil's Night
chose
or
these
D12.
imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The D12 World was the one that had, you know, chicks don't even know the name of my thing. That was
My
fuck,
bad.
that, Fucking.
I see.
My bad. My bad.
The reason the killer
50 told
imitated
me
two
you
of the
said
murders
Mr.
from the movie was so he'd mix up the
Couldn't
killing
get up.
order.
Then Hiyoko was
badass
actually
call
killed
out.
before Ibuki?
The shower.
A
cap
valid
shit.
line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Screenshot.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain
What are you
it to
crying
you,
for?
right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying,
Someone
right?
from the Trailer Park Boys, that
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
John Dunsworth.
Look, Ibuki died
Oh
because
shit,
she hanged
that's the
herself,
guy.
right?
Fuck.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
He died. Sad.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before
he did.
Ibuki.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Oh, yeah, Trailer Park. Yeah. I haven't watched seasons
Your
of the original
opponent is
run of the
out
show.
of your league.
Yeah,
It is
Mr.
too
Leahy.
absurd to try to
Yep, Mr.
perplex me
Leahy.
so inadequately.
Jim Leahy.
Man, he's
Sucks.
being annoying again.
First and foremost,
What
you
the hell is
claim
that kind of
Ibuki's
laugh?
feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Not bad. Not worse than DSP.
How can
that's
a
a fucking
low-class
weirdo, man.
creature with no psychic abilities
Wrong.
like you know something like
Alright.
that?
Wrong. Screenshot.
Because she was doing something that's
Absolutely
only possible
wrong.
if her feet were on the
Imagine
floor.
one day Bob watching your streams like, damn, Rashawn's a weeboo. What the fuck?
It seems you
Thank
suffer
you.
from a pathetic delusion.
What is that?
You're one to talk.
Absolutely. I found it. But, well, here we go. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 here.
You gotta fail again.
Wrong.
Like the last one I told you was wallpaper and you're still fucking messing around with the wrong
When
letter.
Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
3 for 3, yeah. 3 for 3.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Oh, stream.
That something was blood.
What?
There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
What?
Twitch froze on me.
Hold on, dude.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Let's see what we can do with that one.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our
guy's got
difference
some
in
good quotes.
status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Okay, well, that was easy.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
That's a record time right there, 6.5 seconds, XD.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hiyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it.
A quicker
and the killer
rebuttal
probably
showdown
didn't even
than
realize it.
Surgic's prostitute work.
The reason we wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the
Derek
murders, right?
Jeter is one of the most iconic baseball players in baseball history.
The
right?
motherfucker is steroids.
Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if the blood was left out in the open.
He has a clean 20-year career. Fuck
No,
you!
Not steroids, they are performance enhancing.
Listen, Derek Jeter never used one
Plus,
performance
Ibuki's
enhancing
body
drug
was left out in the open,
Never.
and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
He is the
I don't
cleanest
know.
player.
He would no of
Hiyoko's
all
body
the
was
like
probably
you know
wrapped in
the
duct tape to stop
most
her
recent
bleeding.
Arrow Yankee player. He'd be the one that I'd least suspect.
Actually,
but
the
did he
bleeding
along
will
the
stop
way
once
in
the
one
heart
way or
stops
another?
beating.
Maybe a
So
subtle
I don't
form.
think they
Sure.
had to go that
Can't
far.
put it past them. Drinking that company water. and
Aside
shit,
from
that club
Mikon,
water.
none of us
Come
were
on,
aware
he-
of that
he was
fact.
buddies with
So the
fucking,
killer probably did not know it either.
Using those fucking roids like nothing.
Yeah,
Maybe
A-Rod,
the
Vegeta,
heater
pull
was
your
running
pants down
inside the
before you-
music
don't-
venue
don't
so
get
it would
you to
screw
play
with
better.
Mikon's
He shoots
autopsy?
his ass up with that shit.
That's right. I didn't know the
That's
time
how-
of death because of
That's how
the
motherfuckers
heater.
do it, man. You shoot it right in.
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this
I mean,
evidence, there's
has
no one
Jeter
else who
even
wants to
been
object,
to the World Series
right?
with the Yankees?
Is that even a question?
Yes, that's a question.
That's like saying, is 3 plus 2 5? What the fuck?
No,
Yes.
more or less, man. No,
Let's
he's
decide
been
it.
he's been on those
Hyoko was
teams.
killed before Ibuki.
Derek Jeter is a multiple World Series
It
winning
appears that
shortstop.
it is
alright?
wiser to
You gotta put
retreat
some
for
respect
now.
on this guy. He won World Series before Carlos Zambrano threw snit at the cooler.
Fine then.
You
But
wanna
regardless
talk
of good
shit?
or evil, there's no
Why?
deceit
Wow.
in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you
know
just
what?
shut up
Man,
and
fuck
back
you,
off?
man. I mean, the only reason you guys are all the way what you're at the finals is because we gave you back Chapman. That's all. You're lucky you guys got
Hey,
Chapman.
hey, listen, the Cubs should be thanking the Yankees for giving
Now
Chapman
then, let us
to the
resume our
Cubs
debate.
in the first place.
No.
Ah,
You
wait
guys
a
should be
sec.
thanking
There's
us.
something
for
I want to
giving
run
you
by
Chapman.
Monokuma first.
Chapman already been to the World Series. So he's like, I'm gonna take these fools to the World
Uh-huh.
Series, even though they
Again?
all use
Didn't
steroids.
something like this happen last
Wrong.
time too?
Wrong.
Hey,
That guy
if
said
the victim actually committed suicide,
you should be
what are we
thanking
supposed
the
to do?
Yankees for giving Chapman to the Cubs in a trade. Because
The same as
Chapman
always,
was a
you
huge
have to
part
vote for
of
who
the
the
Cubs
killer is.
breaking the 108-year curse to win the
Think
World
about
Series.
it. A
Thank
suicide
the
means you've killed the
Yankees.
most important existence of all.
107-year
yourself.
curse, you idiot.
That was close.
Next year's gonna be
Unfortunately,
100
that means there's no Blackened to punish,
Yeah,
but
108 is
I
gonna
guess
be
in a pinch,
110
I can always
next year.
punish Monami.
Well, it would have been, but you know,
Why me?
shit happens. You know, you break that fucking
Um,
curse.
Nagito? What do you mean?
This-
If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body,
Imagine if
the sudden appearance of
it
Hiyoko's
was
body
Boston
soon after
Red Sox
means
versus the Yankees World Series game.
That is not possible.
I know it's not possible.
Um,
Finals at the finals, Boston Red Sox versus Yankees. The Yankees choke, and you just see fucking needles flying out of the fucking clubhouse. Everybody, whoa! Look who's mad.
Hey, Ryan Smash, what year was that? 2003? Somebody choked. Somebody was up 3-0 in the ALCS, and somebody came back from 3 down to win. I forgot which one.
the killer had to be
It was
alive
the Yankees
at that
versus
time.
Red Sox. I don't remember who choked. I think it was Jay Daniels' birth year. but
Then she
I don't
was
remember.
alive.
Talking shit. You talking shit.
Did the Yankees choke? Did the Red Sox choke? I don't remember.
Like I said,
I think the Red Sox choked because Aaron Boone, remember Aaron Boone? That's his name, right? Hit a home run and shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was part of the curse. Yeah, the Red Sox, they choked. Yeah, I remember now.
No. You said 2003.
Can't talk about the
All those
03
faggots.
season. It's 0-0.
We're all wearing
When Hajime first discovered
roids.
Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
Including David
bro,
Ortiz.
Come on, man.
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, for 04, I mean, when we won the World Series, dude, I mean, it's because the Yanks left some of their drugs behind. So it's like next year, like Ramirez and Ortiz, dude. Ortiz went from like getting like 3 home runs to like 37.
If she waited until
Then
Hajime
fucking
left,
Ramirez
that's
was
when
just,
she
like,
could have made her move
unstoppable.
and mess with the crime scene.
That's right. Ramirez did take steroids, yeah.
See, man, you never leave your drugs behind.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way
Left
she could
that
have faked
magic
that.
fucking evil empire fucking syringe
And-
behind.
If she was going to fake her death, I think
One was
she
the
wouldn't have
syringe
chosen
to the,
hanging.
like, World Series, dude.
Her body would have been
Syringe,
defenseless
like,
in that
Game
state.
7 or something like
If
that.
anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her
Got
plan.
in the wrong hands and got in them Boston hands. son.
I see. So
Yeah, they
that
fucking
means
made copies of it so they can know.
there's no doubt that someone
Oh,
killed
shit,
those
talking
two.
shit to Rashawn is fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say,
Now I'm
when's-
free to
when's the
search
last
for the
time
killer.
Yanks got the World Series.
Yeah.
When's the last time the Yankees won a World Series? I don't remember.
9 or something. Like,
Something like that.
What the heck?
About what?
pretty sure the Sox have
There's still one more issue on my mind.
gotten a World Series since.
I know A-Rod's won a World Series, so it must have been.
Didn't the Red Sox actually?
If Ibuki
two-peat once?
didn't commit suicide, then just
Oh,
what
no, no,
was
no,
that
they didn't.
video
They won one
Hajime
year,
saw?
lost the other one, then won the next year. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was 04, then I think we won again in 07.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by
Then again
herself
in
when she
0
climbed the stepladder, right?
I mean, 11.
And does that mean someone
It was
forced her to do it?
2014, I can't remember.
I remember
Forced?
something like that because Rashawn was fucking
Perhaps
mad.
they used hypnotism or something?
I don't
All
know
because of
anything about
supposedly that
that.
security guard that was there. That's why they won. He
Don't
was in
say
the
it all
last
proud.
World Series game, and he was in this one. That's why they.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that
All I
the
know
killer
is the Yankees are
did
mouse.
something.
Alright.
Bro, you guys are like what,
So
2-1 right now?
maybe we should figure out who
Yeah,
was
we're
able
down
to do
2-1.
whatever that was.
Yes.
So, an alibi.
So Tank, somebody retired from the wrestling.
Then our plan is to destroy the
Neville?
weakest alibi. Since Hajime has
Wait,
seen
who
the video,
retired?
it is clear what time the crime took place.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
But just to be sure,
Wait, what
that
company? 'Cause
surveillance
last time
camera
I seen
doesn't
him,
have
he
a
was-
record
Quit the
function, right?
business completely. He's done.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have
so
some
he-
kind of
he
sweet
actually
recording
could with,
feature.
Ring of
was-
Honor. Ring of Honor.
The video
Yeah,
Hajime saw
he announced
was
it this morning.
actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I know Devon is behind the scenes.
I
with
saw it at the
WWE.
hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
It's a pyrotechnic.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before
Nah, it was about
Monokuma's
time for him to
announcement.
retire, man. He was
And since we
already
established that Hiyoko was killed before
fucking losing
Ibuki,
his style. He was not the same no more.
that means the time that the
Yeah.
murders occurred was
Kind of
before
sucks though,
and
because they
during
did
the
leave
announcement.
a window open for them to return.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
God damn it.
You know why was that gimmick, the right to censor shit came up?
We can.
What?
Remember the right to censor group?
Yeah.
Alright. In that era, Raw was on the US network, the Spike TV network, or I forgot what network they were in.
I thought Raw's always been on USA.
At one time they were in Spike TV.
Yeah, they were on Spike for a few years.
Oh yeah. Just there was like a small period of time where they were on.
Yeah. So then SmackDown was on the UPN channel, whatever you call it.
Yeah, it used to be on.
And what about the others?
UPN 38.
Yeah. So
Right before the morning
the
announcement,
thing that happened was, since it was
I was
a
totally
basic
sleeping in my motel
channel,
room.
well, of course,
I think
you know,
everyone at the
basic
motel was
channels
doing
can't
that.
allow certain shit to
So
pass
everyone
by.
who stayed at the motel
So that's
doesn't
why
have
they
an
made the
alibi.
group the right to
What
censor.
about you
because
guys?
Every wrestler in there had
I was where I was
added
supposed to be,
Attitude
my
Era
own
characters.
cottage.
The Godfather
That's not an
became the Good
alibi.
Father, and I don't know
Aside
what
from those
other
afflicted by the
characters
disease,
changed their gimmicks because of that.
if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh shit! That little kid is scary as fuck if you watch the video. But yeah, that's how Right to Censor was made up. It was all the UPN's idea, because wrestling is too violent for kids.
Yep. Just a real weak society. Yeah, no, it's true, because WWE was so popular in like the late 90s and shit. That's like, dude, I mean, that was, you know, I was like in those classrooms, and it's like kids coming to school with like wrestling t-shirts, like, you know, just getting sent to the principal's office and shit just because of the fucking t-shirt they had on.
He's not in your school uniform. Get to the principal office.
No, I wasn't, and it wasn't even like that. I mean, because it's like, I went to, you know, like a public school, but it's just like, you could, if you had like Pokemon cards, anything that was
We
really
can exclude the
trendy
sick
and,
people like me and
influential.
Akane, right?
Like, I went to like
And
a
what
really
about
small
the
school
others?
with, like, really
Right before
fucked
the
up
morning
politics.
announcement,
It's just like
I was totally sleeping in my motel
Pokemon
room.
cards, small soldiers.
I think
that was
everyone at the
another big
motel
thing.
was
You
doing
fucking
that.
with any kind of shit like that.
So everyone who
Like,
stayed at
just
the motel doesn't have an alibi.
Simpsons, you know what I
What
mean?
about you
Like,
guys?
You couldn't be fucking anything. When South
I was
Park
where
came
I was
out,
supposed to be, my
you
own
mention
cottage.
anything, or you know, try and do like a Cartman voice or something, man, they would fuck you up.
Crap!
I remember
We can exclude the sick people like me and
went
Akane,
to-
right?
when I was in
And what about the
6th to
others?
8th grade, that school.
Right before the
my
morning
God, bro,
announcement,
you know, like,
I was
you know how
totally
some-
sleeping in my
there's, like,
motel
chunky
room.
Kids out there that use, like,
I think
2 shirts
everyone at
because
the motel
sometimes
was
white
doing
shirt
that.
is see-through.
So everyone who stayed
So
at the
one kid
motel
got sent
doesn't
to
have
the
an
principal's
alibi.
office just
What about you
because
guys?
he had another shirt, another.
I was where I
colored
was
shirt
supposed to
on
be,
the
my
line,
own
and they're like,
cottage.
oh, that's gang related.
That's not
and
an
the guy
alibi.
was like, no, it's not.
Aside
it's
from those
just
afflicted by the disease,
that,
if nobody has an
This is the
alibi,
shirt.
then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has
So
failed.
basically, the kid, I mean, wow, he got embarrassed in front of the principal, but you know.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like this.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
WWE
Right before the morning
legend
announcement,
makes shocking return to the
I
story.
was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
What?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Jiggle your
That's
cute.
not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Hello?
Hi.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay, so who came back? What?
I told you, Kane.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Thought he was running to be a governor.
And Kane has been added to.
We can exclude the sick
TLC
people like me and
minute
Akane, right?
Sunday.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement.
Tables and ladders and chairs. That shit was invented because of the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
You say?
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I don't know what to use.
I was where I was supposed to be,
when are
my
the
own
Yankees
cottage.
going to buy
That's not an
Giancarlo
alibi.
Santos from Jeter?
Evan?
Backfire asked you a question. When are the Yankees going to buy Giancarlo Santos from Jeter?
Oh, we don't need him. He hit 60 home runs and his team didn't make the playoffs. What would we want him for?
So that means that you don't want a player that hits 60 home runs, yet you gotta get a trash player from the trash can, huh?
First of all, there's more to baseball than home run hitters. You gotta have playmakers, people who can hit singles and doubles, get on base, don't strike out all the time, like Cubs players.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You're thinking about baseball. Baseball is just a game of luck, bro. If you hit the ball, you hit it. You cannot say, "Oh, this is an easy ball." No, it's not gonna be an easy ball. You need to know where the ball's gonna land. That's why they got. That's why you can't throw fastballs all the time. That's why they got curveballs, sliders, knuckles, spitballs.
Spitballs, huh? Putki payı.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
I would talk shit about the Patriots. but I
Operation
forgot.
Destroy the Weakest alibi has failed.
Patriots fan.
Nobody has an alibi. Fuck. I don't know what to do. Snits.
So who was the bright idea to make another Saw movie? I thought the Saw series was done.
Better call Saul.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement. I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Really, Rashawn getting sponsored by
I was where
Forza?
I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an
Nah,
alibi.
just playing. There's a commercial that came out.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Oh, it's going to be.
Operation Destroy the
released
Weakest alibi has
October
failed.
27th.
Oh, never mind. It was Gran Turismo. Fuck the Saw movies. I got tired of them.
I have no idea.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement. I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
What Bob should do for the Halloween
I
update?
think everyone at the motel was doing
Is there
that.
ever gonna be one?
So
make a
everyone who stayed
checkpoint.
at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
If anybody
What
steps
about you
on it, it will
guys?
teleport them to Pennywise,
I was where I was supposed to be,
and
my
all
own
the bots will
cottage.
say, You
That's
float
not
too.
an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I wonder if this one's gonna be any good.
Snit.
You always know the last one that survives is the main one that did the whole fucking thing.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
25 FPS comments.
Right
not
before the
bad
morning
video.
announcement. I was totally sleeping in my
I might
motel
have to
room.
rewatch this last movie just to refresh my memory.
The old man dies.
Fuck.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what
Fucking
about the others?
Weeb game. Look at that. Vampire.
Right before the morning announcement.
I don't see a vampire.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Well, I have no idea what this is. No clue
Click the
whatsoever.
fucking golden letters, you retard.
Click which golden letters, you fag? There are multiple sets of golden letters, you fag. Alright.
Oh, dude.
Click them all, every combination, huh? Sleeping.
I'll get DSP on the line.
Crap!
Okay, wait, I think I know now.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Are you sure?
And what
DSP
about the
Junior?
others?
What do you call me?
Right before the morning announcement.
DSP Junior.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Okay, got it wrong. Fuck! Shit! Let's see. Okay, so it's obviously one of the weak points here. It's either nobody has an alibi, or... Okay, it's obviously nobody has an alibi. But I don't know what to use. I don't know what to use. I guess. I have no idea what to use with it. Puta pa you, brother.
Just fucking cheat already. You look it up on YouTube.
Whoa! What do you think I am, a cheater? Wow! Wow.
Well, you did get AC banned, so why not?
What?
What? Okay, one of these faggots do not have a good alibi. Okay, one of these faggots. But I don't know which faggot.
Do you need a cheat sheet, Rashawn?
What do you think I am? Fag?
Yes.
Crap!
Let's give him the
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Had enough of this shit! Come here, you fucking cock! There! I'm fucking cocking you to the face!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement. I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I couldn't even
I was
kill
where I
the
was
regular
supposed to
guys.
be, my own cottage.
They fucking killed
That's
me.
not an
Unreal.
alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Snitz. Snitz. Okay, screw it.
kill 5,000 fucking guys. What the fuck?
Okay, screw it. You need a fucking cheat sheet. You need a fucking cheat sheet.
Yeah, Ricard, look for the cheat sheet.
I have 112 left and I have no idea what it is, so...
Okay, give me.
I have less of an idea than the swimsuit thing.
Oh, there was a swimsuit, but no, you didn't listen to me.
Why would he?
Because I was right about the swimsuit.
Chapter 3, right?
It's chapter 3. Something about finding the weakest alibi. Which I have no idea. No clue whatsoever.
Non-stop debate.
Yes.
Nobody has an alibi.
I know that part, but I don't know the truth bullet. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Okay, okay, since nobody has an alibi, yes. Okay, well, okay. Let me try this one more time, see.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I'm pretty sure I already tried
I think
this.
everyone at the motel was doing that.
So
Alright, well, let's
everyone who
just
stayed
push
at the
random
motel
buttons
doesn't
then, I
have an
guess.
alibi.
Snit.
What about you guys?
If it's nobody has
I
an
was where I was
alibi,
supposed to be, my own
she
cottage.
doesn't have an alibi either.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No, that's wrong. Okay. Yeah, I already tried that. God damn it. Okay, well, just tell me what truth bullet goes with nobody has an alibi, because I have no idea. No idea.
It says non-stop debate. Somebody's account. Nobody has an alibi.
Okay, so it's somebody's account, huh?
I can't put M-I.
Oh, Mikan? I didn't try that, I guess.
Mikan's account.
I didn't think we were
We
there
can
yet.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Fuck.
And what about the others?
Cheat sheet!
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No, that's wrong!
Well, I don't know why this worked, but let's see.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Oh, snit, I was completely misunderstanding this entire thing.
You two have alibis?
I misunderstood the entire thing.
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Misunderstood this entire sequence.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Not gonna happen again.
Too much info.
Screenshot.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Did you say to me? Did you say to me?
Weeb game.
How's it weed game?
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
What a fag.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Oh yes, now I see how it
But
worked.
committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding
We
their
got
alibi in the
15 minutes left
process.
in this session.
Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Fuck's sake.
Hiya!
Stop it!
What a disappointment!
Alright, so why are those two faggots in different colors, though? I mean, what?
Because they are very different.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Yes.
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but That attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
Oh, they killed the girl with the ponytails?
Yep. That is the...
What are you trying to
Is
say?
that faggot
Are you
the one
saying
that-
the
the
imitation
pirate eye?
wasn't planned?
Yeah, that faggot that looks like a pirate.
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Let's see if we can rebound here after the cheat sheet.
You're gonna fail again.
It's gonna take us 20
Why
minutes
did
just to get to the
Kyoko-
next thing.
I get.
Go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
That's obviously wrong. Okay, so free will abducted. Or what was the other one? Shit. Abducted is not correct, I know that.
Why did Hyoko
You want hints?
go to the music venue?
Oh.
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
Summoned. Maybe summoned is correct, but these fucking bullet snits don't make sense. Cause she can't fucking tie her snit by herself. Snit. Okay, okay, let's make sure we get one of the two here.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not
Way
it,
off base.
maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
Okay, so they're summoned or free will. Alright. Summoned or free will. But none of the truth, but let's make any sense whatsoever. Okay, let's take a look at truth bullet, so let's do process elimination here. Okay, so it is the scrap of thick paper makes no sense. The key doesn't make much sense. Ball of the Souls makes no sense. The Wizard of Monami makes no sense.
This game makes no
If that's
sense.
not it,
The temperature makes no sense.
maybe she got abducted by the killer.
So it has to be the curtain.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Which is wrong. Okay, let's try summoned then.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
That's wrong too. That makes no sense whatsoever. No sense.
Kind of on the right track, but
let's see. Huh. Okay. Freaking shit. Okay.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Let's take a look. What is this key for?
you should try that.
Not for your car.
Okay, so you're telling me a key for summoned. How does that make any sense? Oh well.
I didn't say summon.
Oh. Well, okay. Oh then. Not sure the key has anything to do with anything. It's obviously not abducted, that makes no sense. Because...
What?
Yeah. So, abducted makes no sense. It's not a child predator movie.
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Yeah, Tommy's a child predator.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
I'm not sure how that works.
It's just as Sony
Unless the
said.
key was
She
obviously
went to the
back,
music
you know,
venue of her
still
own free will.
on her.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know?
Alright, so at the end of the next minigame,
I
we'll
don't think a
stop this
person
thing.
like that would leave their room just
Whatever
because
that
someone
is.
called for them.
There's no way she got abducted.
Rashawn, your career is ruined. I mean,
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
Not a fucking weeb. I know what the fucking weeb
If
is.
she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time
Did
to
you,
lock it.
apparently? Whatever that
Wrong.
means.
The killer could have locked
No
her
idea.
door, right? Just to hide the
Could be
fact Hyoko
something
got
good,
abducted.
for all you know.
Nah, it's not something
Then they
good.
couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds
Say
the
that
key.
he's the opposite of Octavia. Octavia being a fucking...
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the
He's a
key,
weeboo,
right?
so,
Then
yeah.
something like that.
I won't lose.
Here you go. Here's the minigame. Fuck you.
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Not sure what this could be though. I don't know what this is. But we'll see.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Well,
I can't back down! But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the
Double
killer
advance.
to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
What?
That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Okay, so fighting is obviously not right. I don't remember the other thing she said. God damn it. It's obviously not. It's not the step ladder. It's not the candle. Oh well.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
That's not right.
That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
I forgot again what she said the first time. Okay, Komodo was messed up. That's kind of correct, but that's not right.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
That's wrong. Okay. No, wait a minute. Fighting, she didn't fucking fight. It's not right either. Okay.
Crap!
Snit. Okay. So, okay. Alright. So, I know that, fight is not correct. But, what goes with that?
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
That's wrong, too. Fuck's sake, man.
Keep choosing the same one, you...
Crap!
What'd you say to me? What did you say to me?
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer! That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Fuck, shit, goddammit. Smudge on the floor, does that make sense? Or, what did she fucking say?
It doesn't. It does not make sense.
Okay. And, Mikan's account makes no sense either. Wow, rebuttal showdown. This is a real rebuttal, I tell you that.
An account makes sense, though.
An account makes sense. Thanks, Steve. Oh. Okay, well... Okay, well, I mean, Mikan did the fucking autopsy, so it must be... Even though it didn't show it in the description, so GG.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body.
An account?
Her kimono was all messed up.
An account, not
I already tried
necessarily.
that.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
More than one account listed.
She fought the killer!
Oh, snit. Okay,
That's
I
the
think I
proof
get
she
it
was
now.
abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
Yes. Kimono messed up on Sanya's account. Yes, okay, I get it now. Because Sanya found out that she can't tie her snit. There you go.
Hold on! Try remembering
I'm so smart.
Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed
Are you some
up.
kind of DSP saying this?
Well, there you go. I just made a fool of myself. GG. Well, I just, you know, explained through that very elegantly. And it was wrong. Wow, what a noob, I'll tell you that. What a noob. Okay, so let's do again. Fought and kimono. Oh. I think I get it now again. Wait, no, I just tried that. I'm pretty sure I just tried that. Oh well, let's try it again.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Yeah, I already tried that. Fuck. It's not fucking Fuyuhiko, that makes no sense. Fuck, shit. Okay, so Rank Rat said it was an account, so it's one of the 3 accounts. It's so it's not Mikan with Fight, because it's not that.
It's not Sonya.
It's not Sonya.
Maybe.
And Kimono messed up.
That could be Sonya and something else.
Sonya and Fight. Not really sure that makes sense either. But let's try that. Sonya and Fight. Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever. Let's try that.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
That makes no sense whatsoever. No sense.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly
I
wear it.
know that. Know that.
Wear her kimono?
Okay.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room.
I just need to see how they finish out this explanation.
That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue,
Oh,
and I
okay.
suggested that she use
Yes. That's right. I'm so stupid. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the first half of the 3rd chapter of the class trial. We'll see you next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z!
Oh, you're gonna die for that one.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps! Everyone actually needs help from scum like me!
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
I'll do.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be!
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
Yes. What? How's that not right?
Crap!
I forgot this is stream movie.
Why aren't there any footprints? Let's see here. Alright, so, it is either the, okay, well, that doesn't make sense. Why weren't there any footprints on the floor? I mean, it was fucking cleaned, I mean, snit. You know? Right? Okay, it's either that, or the other thing. It's either the step ladder or the monitor video. Let's try the monitor video. That's wrong too.
Crap!
Alright, so it has to be the step ladder. Oh yes, yes. Why weren't there any footprints on the step ladder? See? I'm fucking smart.
I can prove it with this!
I'm fucking smart.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
You're smart at you're smart at a Weeble game, so yeah.
Oh, whoa, listen, it's not a fucking Weeble game, you fucking faggot. Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
This will probably be the Hangman's Gambit I used in the Ram Best Doorway Night
I'll
Chase.
definitely try.
Let's see here.
And before it takes screenshots for Sheila.
Okay. Oh no, it's not. What's strange? I don't get it. This would be a spot selection. I don't know what is what's strange about this. It's probably fucking hair. No. Okay.
Damn it!
Oh, what? Maybe it's the... Huh?
Krishan.
Right.
The top ladder. it's grayed out.
I don't think it's that. Let's see.
Here!
Wait, what? It is that. The fuck? What is that? You were right. The fuck?
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Well, I would never guess that.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
Oh wait.
there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Oh yeah, I completely didn't see that.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
It's funny how I've watched this entire game and I don't remember any snit.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills! Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Okay, yeah, so here we go. This is the Hangman's Gambit that I used in the Raid Mine Chase. Easy. Easy.
Yes.
Yes.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
You guys know who done it yet?
The girl with the open shirt.
60.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Purple hair.
The DSP icons.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
If not those two, it could be...
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
We'll see on this episode of Dragon Ball Z, hopefully.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
What? I have no idea what this is. There's a fake somewhere. What fake? Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just gonna pick random snips.
Damn it!
That means one of them was fake, but which one was fake?
I think I know.
Crap!
GG. Double jeopardy right there. What the fuck, dude?
I see!
Oh, I get it now. Shit.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Well, yeah. I guess if your first time playing this game, you'd know by now. Here is the killer, Bags. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, I know who it is.
You're the only one! Nikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Nikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Oh, this is going to be over shortly, Rashan.
Yes, I think so.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room. but you actually went to the
fucking
conference room.
annoying ass panic talk action, which I'll fail at for sure, at least once.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Borderlands.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
I think you got the wrong person, bro.
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
She sounds innocent, bro.
See like that.
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know!
Actually, this is a game!
Fourth wall.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
A Weeboo game.
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loopy Buki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
I do not know what he's getting at.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
That's creepy right there. Creepy.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Wow, what an asshole.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
I'm not really sure what this is, but we'll see here.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Okay, it's one of the last two, I think. Shit. Fuck.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's correct.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different
That's
too.
also correct.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
Okay, so it's one of the last three. I know that. I guess let's try them all, why not? But the last two make no sense, as in, they don't add anything to the snip. But, okay. Oh well, try and error.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Monokuma file's useless.
Crap!
Sean is a bitch. True or false?
Ibuki didn't
Wrong.
die from hanging.
True.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Yes, I know now. Yes. I think I know. Yes. I got it. Wait, do I have it? Yes, we fell for someone's lie. Yes, I get it.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes.
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Mikan fucking lied. What a faggot. And there's the lie. Liar, liar, plants for hire.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Let me see here.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
What'd you say to me?
You're on the right track.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do
I'll say
this
that
all
fucking
along?
blonde kid, man, just put a bullet on his head.
That's a little... Aren't you like
You're
the
making that
thief
poor
who
girl
suspects
suffer.
everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, She's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh, there you go.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit
Man, you just made her
that's
mad,
the
bro.
issue?
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
There she is, Psycho.
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Oh, this is gonna be the, I think, panic talk action coming.
That's right! Show me your proof!
I do not like this game mode at all.
Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
GFTW?
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Very good.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the panic talk action. What is this?
You gotta get punched in the face, bro.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type!
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Great. Of course, self-confidence has to be the omission of the clue here. I think it's camera angle. Only because I remember DSV chose it, I think. But the camera angle's really different. I mean, I don't know. Oh well.
Do you want me to help you?
I'm not the killer!
Oh, not yet.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clear.
Okay, what was different about? What was different about this? Nothing.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Oh man.
It's
Hey.
more like a body, body of a guy.
Well, I think they're gonna talk about the fucking. I don't know. Let's see. It's probably one of the first 3 things she said.
Damn it!
Let's see here.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Is this a
Is the
non-stop
hospital
debate?
gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
I don't see her voices.
Snits.
Something missing.
On it.
Seriously, there is, Rashawn.
Ibuki
Where
and
else
Mikan
is
clearly have different body
walkthroughs?
types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Oh, I think I
There's no
understand
way
now.
you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this wrong after I said, oh, I get it now. Let's see.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than
None
you
of those truth bullets make any
who
sense.
could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Oh.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
There we
I'll
go.
shoot through that contradiction.
Fucking owned it.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Fucking owned.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole.
Familiar quote.
You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Huh? 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 I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
The Trump wrong.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Yes, I think. Here we go. I think that panic talk action
You
is
know
gonna
that
come in
hemp
here.
bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
Not really sure what he's talking about.
That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
I hate this fucking game. I'm gonna fail at it terribly. Alright, well, there we go. This is the, yeah, it's gonna be more difficult to fucking listen to. Not even sure how.
I still believe she didn't do it.
Well, we'll see if we can figure out if I can do this fucking faggot ass minigame.
Cause who killed the first person?
We'll see about that.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This check.
We just save here so that, whatever.
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Time for the worst minigame of this game. Some DSP snits. It's bad because I'm bad at it.
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me?
Well, that was close. Let's try again. Blah blah, fuck you, blah blah. Maybe try already, blah blah. This didn't happen. This didn't happen, blah blah.
This is
Didn't
my...
happen. Didn't happen.
We will never give up!
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me!
Blah blah, stop talking.
Will you forgive me?
I can forgive you, shut up please. This dumb game already. Is there a way to do this?
You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Please, draw on me! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time!
This is the end!
Well then.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
I really do need to buy an upgrade for that faggot ass game. It's fucking terrible. I press the goddamn button when the thing is under and it says I miss. What is that? Haha. On some DSP stuff.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Alright, it's time for logic. There's only 6 pages. Wow, okay. Fuck. I'm missing something here. Oh, we got fucking 8 minutes. Let me fucking rush snip. Put it back to normal after destroying it. What the hell does that mean?
Closing argument.
Here. It's not bad. That's wrong too. Let's see here. There are 2 snits left. It's 2 of these 4 snits here. Fuck's sake. Put it back to normal after destroying it. Doesn't make any sense. Pretty sure I already tried this. Oh, okay, I didn't.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Now it's time
the key to this
rate that
incident
chase.
is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikan, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time!
Another B. Fuck's sake.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
I would have video enough.
Okay. I got a B, solid B.
B for bitch.
Wrong.
Well now. Correct!
Damn it.
I won't forgive you.
He's staring watches.
B for broken ankle.
Hey! What's going on? Hey!
Well, that's obvious. Hey.
What?
What?
It cannot be.
Perhaps... See? Jeez. Isn't that right? Impossible.
Oh?
Huh?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation. It's love.
Hey.
Well... How amazing! Could it be?
This is... But... such despair.
Let's see how long until the execution here.
Don't fuck with me!
Oh god, this
You
goes on
serious?
Hold it.
That's another Princess Kenny, bro.
Hold it.
Hey, this is bad. You.
I am Monokuma!
Hey.
Oh?
Of course not!
Oh?
That is...
Oh? Well... Do you understand?
Hey. Hey, hey! Damn it!
Oh?
Yes, indeed!
Yes, indeed.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Nope. Time for the snip.
screen that, so anytime somebody is gonna get disabled, he's gonna post it in here.
I think I had the first one, I think.
Let me ask.
Well, that is technically it.
Damn it! But... isn't that right?
Please wait!
Damn it!
Wrong. Come on. Hmm?
You fiend.
Phew.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, Huh?
Hey!
Hmm.
So just as I thought. However...
Fine. Silence.
Right?
All right!
Uh-oh. Unbelievable.
Are you saving?
Waiting to see if this ends the
Hey!
See, even Backfire saying that this is a weeb game, bro.
chapter. Well,
No
Backfire
way!
doesn't know snit. Not a snit. You hear me, Backfire? You don't know a snit, you faggot. Put some respect on the name. Okay.
Looks like you're going to go meet this person now.
What's this?
Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Whatever.
All right!
Alright, that's gonna do it for the third class trial. We'll be around next time for whatever the fourth one is.
Hey!
That's it.